Hello, I'm Syed Raza. Please join me in the journey of a design proposal for the Blair Hospice. To begin, I would like to bring the idea of a destination for hospice design. A destination could be an ambition, a journey, an aim, and so on. A question that comes to mind is how to get to the destination. Could it be a path, a platform, or simply a purpose? The ones facing end-of-life situations could think of their destination as an opportunity to be free from pain and sorrow, to think of death as a threshold to enter another or better destination, or to think of this world as an initial destination to fly to immortality. The bird-shaped building represents one's journey to a destination. This project offers ways to explore visual destinations through solid and wide forms and closeness to nature for the visitors. The building is a home for people who are seriously unwell, where they are given time and space to be individuals, not just patients. This project gives many spaces for relaxation and adventure for all residents, including their families and other unwell people, to connect with each other who face similar challenges. As per site studies for planning, the site sits on Bramilla Road and north of Claremont Drive, Brampton, Ontario. The site's north side fetches the green a lot more than the rest of the views. The north is blessed with the green belt that is the residents' views. The green views are said to be therapeutic for all human beings, especially for the ones that are bedridden. With respect to zoning bylaws, 1/3 of the site is to be constructed, which is 33% of the total lot coverage. The total size of the site is 6,842 meters square, so to divide it by 3, we get 2,280 square meters of the remaining ground is to be used for the building. Based on the Ontario Building Code, this project has to have 9 parking spots that are located to the south and east corners of the building. The site setback is 7.5 meters. The building has a soothing view of the green belt, so the residents can have maximum views of the nature, which helps minimize the thought of being in a state of pain. Furthermore, the farm operation tells a story of how the roof system is assembled, which goes in harmony with the residential buildings in the surrounding area. The main hub serves as a provider to the rest of the building, including residence, offices, public spaces, a library, a spiritual room, and other programs, while being a medium for receiving and dropping off visitors as well. The hub has a clear path of the fire truck from Bramilla Road in case of emergency. Observing the sun's path in the summers and winters, the openings for first of all allow maximum sunlight and at the same time provides shade in the summers depending on the sun's orientation. The diffused natural light penetrates the north part of the building where sits the residence rooms, gathering area, family room, and nursing station. This slide shows how the diffused light in the main hub by the gathering space enters the building while allowing a great view of nature. The openings in the roof allow visitors to bridge their thoughts to the surroundings. This is the ground floor plan where most of the programs of the hospice sit. We can see the trees envelop the hospice to be a part of the design. The trees play their roles in adapting the building, and the building seems to be emerging from the ground while allowing views and maximizing daylight adaptation. The nursing station is placed in the middle of the main hub so that the nurses can have a full view of resident rooms as well as the nurse call devices above the resident rooms. The trees and plants can act as a source of boundary and privacy for the visitors of the building. The sense of being in search of a destination, this view gives an idea of voids in the interior of the building with the mix of sunlight and diffuse light and a blend of nature and transparency, one can truly sense a tranquil destination. The gathering space experiences a connection with the residents. A family member of any resident feels associated with the loved one while enjoying nature or socializing with other visitors. This space helps seriously unwell individuals and their families make the most of the precious time they can have together. The path to all the programs is easily reachable by the nurses, including resident rooms, medical supply units, the oxygen supply room, outdoor spaces, and many more. The soiled and cleaned utility rooms are next to the facility for easy access since these spaces are visited by the nurses very often. The wood cladding on the exterior facade is an attractive aesthetic. It is a renewable material that has a very low carbon footprint. The repair is fairly easy and it has feature of improving insulation. The brick cladding protects the building from damages caused by pollutants, moors, and temperature changes. With its high restoring strength, it also goes in harmony with its context. The stone cladding not only helps resist traffic noise but also connects to the natural environment in the building. These drawings give an impression of transparency of the building to the surrounding elements, including trees, seating areas, light and shadow, and more. These elevation drawings are flat, which means they are not drawn in perspective and there is no foreshortening. The perspective view of the front facade further demonstrates how nature plays its part in combining with the building elements. Establishing a relationship with the surrounding nature reserve was a principle, so the building is slightly sunk into the green, creating a single-story structure. The evening sunlight all year round visits the voids of the building to maximize natural light adaptation. An architectural drawing can be further communicated with the help of sectional drawings. These drawings can be crucial to showcase the design intention. As we can see, these drawings have a relationship with nature, transparency, and light. These sections show the spaces in the building while creating a relationship with the context. These drawings are of vertical cut through a building that shows volumes of spaces. As we know, the reason of designing a hospice is to help individuals and their families who are facing clinical or social emergencies or require end-of-life care. Each room has a link with the landscape via large windows, doors, and openable panels, creating a domestic rather than medicalized environment for better comfort. Bedrooms have cabinets and desks to personalize them. Electronics can be used for entertainment purposes. Special care is taken to ensure that mobility equipment and beds can access virtually all spaces, including the landscape to the south and the green to the north, encouraging the residents to engage in activities. A skylight can serve multiple purposes by allowing views and watching different times of the day. The skylight allows the resident to diffuse the sorrows and pain into nature while lying on the bed. The shape of the room allows someone in pain to radiate out their energy into the environment with the help of large openings. Moreover, a fully accessible inbuilt hidden hoist inside the cabinet helps in creating a home-like environment. The concept of a hidden hoist in the room is a new patient lifting solution that folds neatly away into fitted cabinets when not in use, leaving tasteful, uncluttered, and welcoming environment. The nurse can position the lift above the patient. The sling is then kept under the user. The sling is then hooked into the lifting bar. Then the user is lifted and positioned over the chair, followed by the hoist lowered into the chair. Lastly, the lifting bar and the remote controller are kept in their designated spaces. The lift is then swung back to its original position. This rendered image shows how an individual can experience the natural environment surrounded by flowers and trees. The partition wall supports a sense of privacy from other resident rooms while one can socialize with family members. The drawing shows a front view, a top view, and a section view of the vestibule, which is the entrance. In this slide, we can see how the natural environment speaks to the spaces with the application of materials like paving stones, wooden structural elements, and the facade solid and wide. A sense of transparency can be achieved by looking at the sectional view. In the unpleasant event of an emergency caused by fire, every second counts. It is crucial to be prepared by planning an escape route in the design process. To make sure everyone is safe during the fire, emergency exits are installed in the building. This can assure the safety of the users in the building. This drawing shows the exits in case of an emergency. As per the requirement, a building cannot stand without a proper structural system. This building utilizes a wood frame skeleton system in most spaces. This wood is locally sourced, which is economical and sustainable as well. The primary structure of the building is timber construction. The structural elements are prefabricated and installed on site. This process helps reduce the amount of carbon footprint that adds to its sustainability. The mechanical system helps to control the temperature, humidity, and air quality within a building to provide a comfortable environment. Ventilation is accomplished by extracting contaminated air out of the building while maintaining clean air. Finally, cooling systems lower the temperature and help to maintain proper levels of humidity within the building. The yellow boxes in this sectional drawing show clearly how the HVAC system is properly installed to be a source of comfort for all the users in the building. The back of the house, electrical and mechanical rooms are planned to be in the basement. Some machines generate sounds that could be bothersome to the users. In order to maintain the calm environment of the hospice, mechanical and electrical spaces are located at the below grade level. Lastly, the cost of the building is calculated to be around $11.5 million, which is less than the amount reserved for this project. Thank you for listening.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over that rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops high above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over that rainbow. Why, oh, why can't I?